After a bruising season last year, Howard University's women's lacrosse team is aiming for a big comeback. The Griot sat down with head coach Karen Healy-Silcott, assistant coach Alexis Joseph, and team member Kayla Robertson, where they shared with us their plan for turning things around.
I'm Karen Healy-Silcott. I'm the head coach of the Howard University women's lacrosse team. I chose to come to Howard first and foremost because I was asked to. And I think being in a place where you are wanted is the first step, because that hasn't always been the case for a lot of young Black athletes in lacrosse. I want to be able to say, I'm the person who put the time and equity in to turn this program around and do something just that this country needs in sports in general, and then the lacrosse program needs, so that young athletes like Kayla can go get a top-notch education and play the best lacrosse that they can play with women who look like them.
My name is Kayla Robertson, and I'm a fifth-year grad student and captain of the Howard Women's Lacrosse team. I just completely agree. I think for me, it's everything from as little as being able to be on a team where you could wear your headscarf at practice to being able to develop into the player you were always meant to be.
My name is Alexis Joseph. I'm the assistant women's lacrosse coach at Howard University. Lacrosse is a very unwelcoming sport to people who do not fit the type. Whether it's from people's parents saying things to you, the coaches saying things to you, other players, the refs even have a lot to say to you because we are typed as aggressive, intimidating, unapproachable. And so even if you get over the barrier of costs and get over the barrier of your school not having it, if you are not on a diverse team, the likelihood of you even liking the sport and wanting to stay in it is not that high for a lot of Black girls. That's why Howard is so important, because you can't push us out of a space that was meant for us.
Well, you know, when I started at this job, the team had not played 2 seasons and they hadn't had a coach for the 2 years prior. When I first went out recruiting, people didn't know that Howard even had a lacrosse team. So, you know, we had to make sure that we wore our shirts everywhere. We went out, put in the work. And, you know, now I've got transfers just like Kayla Robertson, realizing they could have had a different opportunity, and coming in so that we have some leadership on the team. Because like I said, when I started the team, we had 3 classes of women who had never played college ball before. So, you know, my first year was all about teaching and, again, making sure that they were okay. Now we are coaching and we're pushing and we're able to have these standards and build a culture of what we want Howard lacrosse to be. And simultaneously, the recruiting is going great. Anybody in the lacrosse world knows what we have been able to accomplish and, you know, how we look on the field. The wins will come.
I think for me, being a leader on the team is super special because it's given me the opportunity to show all the other girls on our team how much I've learned and how much hard work, doing things outside of practice, putting in training in the summer, getting in your runs all the time, how much that really pays off and can turn you into, you know, a mid-tier team to a really super high-level team that can have success all years.
I chose Howard for a very specific reason. I did not want to go back into lacrosse in an all-white space. I would have just not coached. It was Howard or nothing. And so being coached by a Black woman, being at a majority Black school, and coaching Black and brown girls was the goal. I was not going to coach anywhere else. And so I'm really happy that Karen, you know, was there for that and is there for that. And I plan on staying for a while.
We want people of color, we want Black girls to be playing the sport. I don't ever want to hear again, like another girl a Black girl on a team saying, I was the only one for years on my team, or I was the first Black girl to ever play on my college team. That's ridiculous. We need you here. We need you in the space, and we want you in the space, and you can excel in the space too.
For more info on Howard University's dynamic women's lacrosse team, all you got to do is go to hubison.com/sports.